Welcome to the unsleever. Today I'm bringing you the latest Whitney Houston reissues, and I will show you all 6 that have been released as of November 2023, but I will make it a little bit fun as I will be doing a ranking from worst to best sounding, and I will also compare them to the original pressings that I have. It is worth noting that these reissues all look beautiful with great recreations of the artworks and including high quality printed inner sleeves and an extra insert with liner notes and fan testimonials. Before getting on with the ranking, you can find my vinyl setup in the description of this video, and of course, as always, this is my personal opinion on the sound of these pressings and according to the equipment that I have. At number 6 we have Whitney's debut album, self-titled Whitney Houston, and the title comes with an emboss. This is something that all new editions have. And the paper is quite smooth. I would say it's quite matte, but has a really nice and smooth finish. So here we have the fan testimonials along with some liner notes about the album's impact. And then the inner sleeve includes lyrics, and as you can see here, these are the single covers for the album, which is really cute, I think. And the pressing comes in this peach color that has some little orange specks throughout. In terms of sound, I'm gonna compare it to the original version. I have the Japanese edition because it has a different artwork. This is not the case with all of them. The original version sounds so much better than this reissue, and in fact it sounds better than the Vinyl Me Please edition. I think this is because the original has a lot more dynamics, everything sounds a lot more alive, as opposed to the reissue, which is a little bit tame in my opinion. And there is a lot of distortion, sibilance, pops and crackles all throughout the record. Here we have the two photos compared, and you can see there's some differences as well. So for Whitney, we have again the emboss, and in the back cover this cute photo of her as a baby. And this one is at number 5 because it kind of suffers from the same issues as the first album. As you can see, the packaging is still gorgeous. I think that they did an amazing job with these reissues in terms of packaging. They did great recreations of the covers. They added these inner sleeves. The quality is pretty nice. This is a baby blue pressing, and this also suffers from distortion. There's some pops here and there as well. And this is my original German pressing, which has a slight different color on the photo. And the back cover comes with the credits because there is no insert in the original pressing. Otherwise, the design is pretty similar. I find this pressing to have a fuller and louder sound than the reissue. At number 4, we have the Bodyguard. This is a pressing that to me sounds very muted. It is not terrible by any means, but my Spanish copy that I will show you now sounds so much better. However, it massively improves on the presentation with high quality prints on thick paper for the inner sleeves alongside the popping red color of the vinyl. This is my Spanish edition, El Guardaespaldas, and this is the best-selling soundtrack of all time. Not a small feat in my opinion. So here in the back cover we can see that there's a little bit of a difference with the first 2 tracks, with I'm Every Woman as the second track on the original pressing, as opposed to I Have Nothing on the reissue. And this Spanish pressing sounds really good to me. It has a lot of dynamics, all the elements from each song really come through beautifully. At number 3 we have The Preacher's Wife. This is the first time that this album is on vinyl. It was only on CD up until now, and the only reason why it's at number 3 is because we don't have any other pressing to compare it with. This insert came with this fold. Unfortunately, it happens sometimes, so it's okay. And I love all the photos included here. And in terms of sound, it is okay. I think there is a big difference between the songs that were singles that seem properly mastered for vinyl and the ones that were not singles. It sounds a little bit quiet and noisy even after cleaning. And overall, it's very muted. I Believe in You and Me sounds very distorted in parts. Step by Step sounds a bit better and dynamics kick in during the chorus, but overall still a bit muted. It comes alive in a few moments, but the sound is all over the place in this pressing. I don't think it has been remastered for vinyl. At number 2, we have I'm Your Baby Tonight. I love the photo that they use here for the liner notes. This is out of her first 3 albums, the one that I prefer. And I think that they chose a really great color. This violet vinyl looks amazing in person. This is my Spanish copy, which has a lot more contrast on the cover, and the photo, which was already out of focus, is even more out of focus in the new pressing. And for the back cover we have a different typography, and also the color is different in both editions. It's also worth noting that this new edition includes the single version of I'm Your Baby Tonight. And there's also a difference with the inner sleeves. The original comes with 2 small photos of Whitney. As far as sound goes, the original pressing sounds a little bit better. The new one is not too bad, but I have noticed some distortion in some songs, especially after We Make Love. It's a song that I really love, and the vocals have a lot of distortion. And finally, My Love Is Your Love. This is my favorite Whitney album, and it's been in my want list for years. This is my most wanted record since forever. So I'm really happy to finally have it. And I'm also really happy to say that this is the best sounding out of the reissues. I don't have the original copy to compare, but I have to say that this pressing sounds really good to me. It also comes with so many photos from the photo shoot, including lyrics in the inner sleeves, and again the fan testimonials. I think this is a really nice addition to all these new reissues. And here we have the 3 photos together. The pressing, which has this teal transparent color, it's really gorgeous. It sounds really good to me, and I am so happy about that. I was a little bit apprehensive after the first batch of reissues. And since I don't own the original pressing, I asked my dear friend Valdo to send me some photos of his copy so that you can see the differences both with the back and front cover alongside the double-sided insert. I truly hope that we get more Whitney albums, especially Just Whitney and I Look to You. They don't have any vinyl pressing, so I hope that they will follow together with maybe the Greatest Hits, which has the coolest cover ever. And what I can say is that I can recommend these reissues to any Whitney fan, any Whitney collector, but if you're looking for the best sounding pressings, you're probably better off with the original pressings. That's all for today. Let me know in the comments what are your favorite Whitney songs or albums, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.